So today I'm talking about custom GPTs and how you can convert them to AI agents. So if you're someone who's a little bit late to the AI party or the AI agent party, which would be quite a lot of people, this could be very relevant to you. So keep on watching, keep on listening. Welcome back to consecutive day 1984 of a diary of a Runpreneur. And today's topic is all about turning custom GPTs into AI agents. So before we get into this, let's not forget that this vlog is part of a fundraiser for saving the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultramarathon of run vlogging on consecutive days, the distance of a lap of the world, barefoot style. The more people we get in front of, more money we raise, more children's lives we save, which is why I do this every single day. So back to the topic at hand. Using custom GPTs and ultimately evolving them to AI agents. So basically, I'm certainly no AI expert. I constantly follow it and try and learn and try and adapt and try and implement as much of my learnings as I possibly can within my businesses and personal life, as I'm a constant student of efficiency and productivity. And if AI can give me a productive edge, then I'm all ears and I'm all in on trialing it within my operations. Now, I've been playing around with custom GPTs for a long time now, really. Not certainly to the level that some people have been, but a couple of examples are that I have obviously my Runpreneur content goes out every day. Basically we use a custom GPT to upload all of the transcriptions from all of my videos that I record to create my kind of tone and content of voice. So whenever the guys or the team are publishing anything on my behalf, they run it through my Runpreneur GPT and it will word it into kind of my tone of voice, which is really, really important. It's quite a hard thing to do, is ensure that your tone of voice is actually followed. So that's the first thing. I'm just going past some people, so just bear with me a second. I'm just going past these people. But so that's been super useful for a lot of people in my team so far. So the next one that I've just started, which I created a while ago, was my boardroom mentor. So this was a custom GPT that was created where I uploaded some pretty comprehensive prompting and supporting documentation from some of the most listened to business key opinion leaders who I love to follow. And I treat this as my AI boardroom mentor. So when I'm trying to kind of have conversations with, make difficult decisions, I run my decisions through this custom GPT, and it helps me kind of hopefully make the right decision and kind of stress test what I'm doing and why, which I found incredibly useful. I also use real people for that as well, I might add. So that's another one. So I've now also in the process of building another 4 custom GPTs, and I'm really excited about the first one, which I'm calling knowledge-based GPT. Now this is basically all of the standing operating procedures for every business I've ever set up and run. So we pulled all of these transcriptions for the SOPs from my Loom video recording account. So all of the transcriptions can be downloaded. We're going to upload them all into this GPT, and then that will be the knowledge base of how we do things internally. So it's an internal knowledge base. So super powerful. It's basically our systems and processes blueprint in AI form, which is incredibly powerful. I also use another piece of software called Notebook LM, which is kind of part of the Google Workspace suite. So if you pay for it, you get this as standard. And this is amazing for when you're uploading documents and PDFs and things like that, where you need to kind of find paperwork. So all of my property related compliance documentation goes in there. And whenever I need to find a tenancy agreement or anything, although we do have a structured way of organising it within my business operating system, which is Airtable, it's a very quick and easy way to find information super efficiently and easily. So that's what we use Notebook LM for. The next one is Meetings GPT. So this one is basically where all of the meetings, I might segregate this eventually into different client GPTs as well. So all client meetings can go into a separate GPT for a specific client. All of internal meetings can go into. So it just means that when anybody wants to refer back to a specific meeting, the transcriptions are all uploaded into a custom GPT. You can ask questions and you get the answers super effectively without having to go painstakingly through recordings of meetings. So that's another really super cool tool you can use. I've also, even though AI Airtable, which is where we house our operating system, has an inbuilt AI mechanism within it, we've just kind of added a custom GPT, which is Airtable GPT. So this is how we've integrated or connected using APIs our Airtable base with ChatGPT. So ChatGPT has access to all of our data so that we can ask specific questions and get answers. I found that the Airtable AI is pretty good for singular questions when you're trying to find specific pieces of information. But when you want some kind of perspective or analysis on it and have a conversation, ChatGPT far outweighs the Airtable AI. So that's why we've created an Airtable GPT. So that's another one that we've used. So as you can see there's 4 or 5 real life cases where you can kind of create custom GPTs that can make a huge difference to the efficiency of the business. So the next step in the journey is going to be converting some of these custom GPTs or to do actually proactive work within the business. And so it might be one that's an executive assistant GPT, which can follow the rules and all the SOPs that my executive assistant has for triaging emails into Airtable, assigning them to the right people, all of these types of things that you can do with prompts, process maps, SOPs. You can feed this information into a knowledge base, which is a GPT that you create, and then if you integrate it correctly, you can run it on a daily basis or whatever via automations, and it will act as a member of your team. So this is where we're kind of be looking into more in the new year, because I'm still in the process of finishing the product development this year. But you can kind of start seeing the evolution of how AI has gone from a simple kind of chatbot mechanism of having conversations with and getting answers to singular questions into more in-depth conversations, into specific GPTs that have got specific information within them to give advice and guidance. And then you can then integrate these GPTs with different software packages that you may operate, so that you can actually get the custom GPT to actually start executing tasks within third-party software packages. So I suppose the learnings from my diary today are that, I mean, it's never too late to start trying with AI. I'm certainly more ahead than most, but I'm certainly behind a huge number of people as well. But I'm going at a pace that I'm relatively comfortable at, and I'm trying to ultimately avoid going down kind of rabbit holes or rabbit burrows or wormholes where you can just waste so much time trying to build something which is so complex, and in reality it's not essential at this moment in time. So I kind of integrate different levels of AI and tweak it as I'm building out different things in alignment with my kind of project goals for each quarter. So the key thing is if you haven't already dabbled in this area, start now, because you're only going to fall further behind if you don't, and progress at your own pace. And I've given you quite a nice natural evolution there from, you know, asking a chatbot or OpenAI or large language model a simple question and getting an answer, to evolving it to having more in-depth conversations where it learns more about different situations to give you more tailored advice, then creating kind of custom versions of ChatGPT or custom GPTs where you're uploading specific information that allows it to respond and help you with only that specific information, and then integrating it with third-party software and actually start giving it automation rights to carry out specific tasks within third-party software. When I do this, I would always do it with a checking mechanism first. So I would never let it just go straight off the bat and do everything. I would let it do things and then have a checking mechanism before kind of implementing them live. But as you can see, there's a natural evolution there on how you can go from being a very basic AI user to quite an advanced one. Even if you're using kind of custom GPTs, I would probably argue and say that you are ahead of the curve. You're probably more advanced than many. So keep faith, keep with it, and hopefully this episode has helped you considerably. So that's it for me. Any questions or comments, drop me a line. Anything relevant, I'll respond to. Do remember though, if you believe in my mission of saving the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultramarathon of run vlogging on consecutive days, the distance of a lap of the world barefoot style, then do give this a subscribe, share, like and comment. More people we get in front of, more money we raise, more children's lives we save, which is why I do this every single day. Thank you as always. Stay positive, stay happy, and I'll see you again tomorrow.